Hello guys, welcome to your moon in Aquarius reading. Wow, these energies, I'm feeling it already. So our moon will be in the waning crescent phase for the entire moon in Aquarius. That'll be from Sunday, March 27th, my birthday, early in the day, all the way until, let's see, about a little bit later in the afternoon of March 29th. Okay, so we've got about a nice little 3-day spread there. After which it's going to head straight into Pisces. Hey. So, it's interesting because I have these 3 tarot decks that wanted to come out, and I don't even know what they want to do together, but I've kind of got this energy like they were all different. I was going to say different, not different levels, but it's like Aquarius energy wanted to work with. Yeah, you see, this is a translation situation. That was a translation issue. Because that's what channeling is. It's translating. It's interpreting. It's more like interpreting, actually. Yeah, the same thing, but adding. Anyway, whatever. And so sometimes some things, the energies aren't as clear to come through. So let's go ahead and start with this. This is very much feeling very strong aqua energy with this deck, though. Ooh. All right, so here we go. Thanks, Spirit. And of course, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or an energy healing session, just go ahead and check my Etsy link. It's all there for you. All right, so let's jump right in. Under this moon in Aquarius, where are we? I'm feeling a little bit up in the air a bit, but also on the ground, which is nice. It's like going up and coming back down. Anytime I think about Aquarius energy, it gives me a very synaptic energy. It's like the synapses, you know, reaching out to come back down, reaching out, getting information, bringing it back down here, right? Oh, wow. They're like, we're going to say this one time. What are they saying? Because I already see this 6 of Cups and then this transformation card, the Death card. So I'm just like, okay. It almost like felt like we're going to say this one time about this person, about this situation. So they've probably been beating a drum about this to you, whoever you guys are. Oh, yeah, let's let them talk. They're like, oh, and the intonations there too. They're like, times change. Warnings have been given. Okay, that's it. Okay. I was like, guys, you're leading in. What are you leading to? Times change. Warnings have been given. So let me try to explain what I felt when I heard that. It almost like I thought they were going to say people change. And then I was like, well, are they also going to say people don't change? But let me stop. DTM, doing too much, right? What I got from them is times change. Oh my God, I forgot what they said. That's how you know you're channeling, because then later I always have to rewatch these videos because I'm like, what came through? Oh my God, what did it say? Anyway, the point that you heard it, you can rewind. The point is that I was feeling is this energy like we're trying to tell you. It almost feels like something is over. Something, even if it resurfaces again, it's over. But we must be very aware of what is coming up for us, and that's why they're doing this, because they use me as an example. For example, here, an example here is how they gave me the message. I totally forgot the full message. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry because I know that's how it works, right? And I was aware, and usually we're not aware, but I was aware that I was trying to finish their sentences. Times change. Warnings have been given, right? Times change. Warnings have been given. In my mind's like, okay, but people change. People don't change. Does he still love me? Is this happening? That's how. This is the cycle when someone comes back into life, when a situation comes back around. Doesn't even have to be romantic. And sometimes it's just coming around to have a transformation. That's it. And that's what Spirit is saying. Times change. It's also coming through with nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia in the air right now. Be careful. Just because there's nostalgia doesn't mean it's real. Guys, we're slipping into the formless with Aquarius, and then slipping into God knows where am I with Pisces. So please, please, please have your head and feet on the ground. And so they're saying times change. Keep that in mind. An X is an X for a reason. You left that company for a reason. This house didn't work out for a reason. Just because it's coming back around doesn't mean it's coming back around to be experienced in the right way this time, or this is happening again. And that's what they're saying. Warnings have been given. They've probably been telling a lot of us, like, hey, just see this for what it is. Hey, move forward with your life. I'm getting some medical energies here. Somebody here may be visiting someone in the hospital, God bless, or they may be connecting with someone in the hospital, and Spirit has been counseling you on that situation. There's something here that you're not listening to, right? So there's a lot of listening that needs to happen to Spirit, because you even saw how I forgot what they said. That's a deadly combination. Forgetting what they told us and then being like, where was God when I needed them? Yeah, God was in your ear. you guys saw it. You saw it, right? That's exactly what happens. We've did combinations. We forget what has been told, and then we superimpose what we want. And we think that, and then we confuse ourselves and think that Spirit was actually completing the sentence with, yeah, but this person has changed too. Like, we don't know that. Or this situation has changed too, and it's okay. You're full speed ahead. We put that last thing in. So this is bringing a message of needing to learn how to listen. Oh my gosh. Look at the Page of Swords holding the I heard Knight of Swords, but look at the Page of Swords holding the Ace of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Everyone wants to be a Knight of Swords. Everyone wants to be a knight, but where's the horse? I don't see any horses right now. This is going back to the moon and cap reading that they just did, where it's like sometimes we try to bat above where our level of consciousness is, and sometimes we just have to realize, hey, this is where I am. This is who I am right now, and I need to own it, and I need to not put the cart before the horse. I need to pay my dues. I need to do the studying. I need to, do the work. Just because you're a page and you've got an Ace of Swords here doesn't mean that you know how. Just because you're a page and you're holding this Ace of Swords, it doesn't mean you know what the swords represents. It's communication, it's a message, decision making, blah blah. It doesn't mean you know what the true message is. It doesn't mean it is even revealed itself to you yet. You don't even know if that sword is for you or if it's for someone else to receive, right? It's like little King Arthur. Was that his name? Little King Arthur, the little Disney cartoon holding, no, the sword and the what is it? The sword and the stone, the singing, I don't know, whatever. It's probably the same thing, but yeah, it's too heavy for the little guy. But he's fancying himself a knight. And this happens a lot. Yeah? Yeah. I'm receiving some energies here too, right? We're all getting these messages. And when we receive these messages, we stop and we look. How does it make us feel to hear this? But I'm a king. But actually, you're a page. And you just found that sword, right? So when we get these energies, when these things come back around, when we hear messages, we have to stop and think, how does this make me feel? What are the thoughts that I'm having? Positive and negative. Lay it on the table for yourself. 8 minutes, 44 seconds. All fours. Lay it on the table. Give it to Spirit. Ask your angels and your guides to come in. Like, guides, please help me to know where my lane is so I can stay in it. Because if you don't know where your lane is, then you're trying to do way too much in traffic, and that can just create havoc, right? And so when things are more aligned with who you really are, now they're bringing in relationships. Some of you are dating and seeing people that are not in your best interests, right? And so you're out of your league, and this is not an up-down thing, like, oh my God, they're out of my league, I'm batting out of my league. No, you're out of your pocket, you're out of your lane. This is not somebody that you should be hanging out with. Guess what? You enjoy doing picnics on the beach, and here you are trying to hit the nightclubs and smoke out with these people, and that's not your group. And that's what Spirit is saying. This aqua energy, this aqua moon, is bringing in some ideas for you. It's bringing in new ideas. It's giving you ideas of what you can become, and technically what you most likely are on a different level of your plane, your dimensional being, right? Interdimensional being. But it doesn't mean that that's where you are now. You have to be responsible with the information that's coming in, right? You have to be responsible. I wouldn't even be surprised, I kid you not. This is coming through and it makes me feel a little happy, and I think it'll make some of you feel happy. I kid you not, like, I don't make predictions because what are we doing? But I feel so strongly about this because, I mean, I'm channeling, so somebody is saying, making a prediction and telling me to do it. But I almost make a prediction here that somebody, at least one of you, will meet somebody now, in the now moment, whenever that is. It doesn't even have to be over this 3-day spread. Whenever you're listening to this video, you're going to meet somebody that will later on, not now, but later on become your spouse, is what I'm getting. Everyone's ears are like, oh, say what, say what? I know mine too. Spirit, can you slow that down and repeat? And can I get a name? Yeah, just initials. That'd be great. So that's a good example of this energy dynamic, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, manifesting in the physical. Just because homeboy or homegirl shows up in your physical now does not mean they're going to become your spouse now. They might just be the mailman, or they might be somebody you meet by way of grabbing coffee or doing, I don't know, whatever you do. God bless, right? And guess what? Some months down the line, 4 years down the line, this person doubles back around and somehow here we are again. Okay? And this time for reals. This time for reals. Okay, moving on to the next deck. I hear you, Spirit. So let's just sum that energy up. You know, you will receive information, energetic codes, all this stuff. And that may manifest for you in many different ways. It doesn't need to be romantic. I know all of you just heard romance, except for the people who are actually coupled up. You heard something else. I don't know. What did you hear? Family? I don't know. A job, right? But the point is, whatever it represents, this is not a putting the cart before the horse situation. This is about getting into the realm of it and knowing that just because it's in your field doesn't, anyway. Commitments. And also higher minded ideals. That's the five of the five of Hierophant. Woo. Damn it, another page. All right, thank you, Spirit. Now we're talking about what is this? When your reader's like, what? Hold on, let me just read these energies. Yeah, they're showing that even the best things fade. They're saying even the things that are hard won, that are hard fought for, and that represented a victory at one point in your life, they may fade later, you know? Sometimes love grows old and waxes cold, as they say. You know, the job that you once lauded and once, put yourself through school for now no longer brings you joy. And in fact, it brings you consternation and a little constipation, They're so funny. The lesson here, and yes, they're saying even the most intelligent people brought from on high, divine union, divine blossoms, divine everything. This was the one, this was it. We got married, we lived forever and whatever, and even those fade. They're saying, this sucks. To me, because, I love love, l'amour, I want it to be forever. And they're like, no. Your best bet is to understand, this is them bringing us back in, to understand what it means to pivot. It's like the waves in the ocean, waves are going, here they are going in one direction, then crashing and going in another direction, and, waving goodbye to, whoever's channeling through, I like you. I like your words, wordsmith, right? And so This is a lesson in letting go of our creations, letting go of whatever it is. Even, as I'm saying this, I'm feeling an energy within. So to probably working some energetic stuff too right now within us. It feels good to almost give ourselves the gift of knowing that nothing is permanent. There, as Samuel Clemens wrote, he wrote Two Ways of Seeing a River, right? A short story. Mark Twain, yeah, wrote Two Ways of Seeing a River, and basically, it starts off with this guy who's a riverboat captain or something. I forgot what kind of a riverboat. Yeah, they're chugging along, and he gets to experience the joy and the beauty of the river. This job is great. I get to be out here. I'm seeing all this wildlife. I'm catching the sunrise and the sunset, and then even that eventually changes. And now when he gets on the river, he sees nothing new. He gets complacent. It's a job. He wishes he were off the boat. Now it's cold, right? And so Spirit is saying that sometimes we have to learn how to deal with the impermanent. With the impermanent. Notice the T, not impermanence. With the impermanent. In other words, with everything. And as I said that, it was 16 minutes and 16 seconds. Everything is as impermanent. Nothing is permanent. And that's another Buddhic thing. Impermanence was one of the lessons that Buddha taught. Oh, I know. Time for some water. So, all this, you can't see it, but we have something brought from on high, the Hierophant, and being delivered to you, that Knight of Pentacles. It eventually leads into Five of Wands, conflict, right? But you have the Page of Wands. You're still showing up for it. You're still working at it. You're calling it in. You blah, blah, blah. And, on top of that whole process, you have the Ten of Cups, because nothing's perfect. We understand that. This marriage isn't perfect. This baby isn't perfect. This education isn't perfect. I'm not perfect, but it's perfect for me. I'm willing enough to give to it. But even that comes to an end. And even the end, in the end is always a new beginning. Even the end, you have to question. Sometimes the end may seem like an end for reals, and sometimes it is for this lifetime. And sometimes it's the end of a cycle with this same person or thing. So even that continues on. But either way, Spirit is saying the takeaway here and the beauty of this, marked by the Sun card, which is the happiest and luckiest card in the deck, is this Ten of Wands. When you get the signal, okay, it's time to pivot, it's time to clean up, it's time to release, it's time to prune, it's time to whatever, you got to get on it. It doesn't always mean the end of things. Sometimes you can't even have that beautiful, for reals, 10 of Cups emotional fulfillment with that person or that thing or that situation, because you haven't pruned the relationship. You haven't pruned the thing. You haven't pruned the situation, because you're not allowing it to grow and to blossom and to wilt and to die and to change and to you're not slashing and burning. You're not. So this is a reminder that all things change. And on top of that, not only do all things change, wait, was that, that's how they started. I was like, what reading was that that they talked about? It was this reading. Things change, people change, right? Things change. Warnings have been given. Okay, I remember it, right? Full circle. But they're saying if we can come as a human, they don't even want to talk to us as a collective right now. They want to talk to you, super cute person in your living room or wherever you are listening. Thanks for listening, right? They want you to think, how do I feel about this impermanence? And what can I do to meet it where it is? And that's where we bring prayer in, because prayer helps to take the edge off. It's our way of saying, hey, hallelujah, hey Spirit, hey God, hey universe, hey Shiva, hey higher self, hey luck, hey myself, depending on what you think. I actually don't know if I can handle this. I want a dog, but I know God bless, right? I want to meet somebody, but I know God bless, right? I know things happen. How do I come to terms with this? Please help. That's what that looks like. And then just keep doing your life. But if you can master that impermanence, then life becomes, I don't know, a lot easier, I would wager. I'm like asking Aqua Energy, I was like, are we still on this deck? Are we here? Are we? Let's see. So dramatic. That's the energies coming through, guys. It's for reals. The guys are like, yeah. They're like, yeah. You better pump with it. I added that last part, but I translated in it's called code switching. You know, pump with it. Oh my gosh. Wheel of Fortune. Times change. Warnings have been given. Okay. Why we always gotta warn people? Oh, there's the answer. Because 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy coming into your field. That's right. A trip back to the early 80s. Cartoons right there with that. Listen, when the energy is fast and it's moving, and when you get on roller coasters, when you sign on that dotted line, yeah, sure, I'll go out with you. Hand brushing hair behind the ear. I'll go out with you. Boom. 6 years later. Same guy, same situation, roller coaster, up, down. You couldn't get off. Now you have to see through, right? This is what they're saying. Sure, yeah, I'll sign this job and move to Paris. Yeah, sure, okay, 8 years later. You know? Yeah, how was it? You know? So the point is, energies are coming in. As we were talking about with the moon in Capricorn, they're coming in with the sheet. Whoosh! Is getting a whiplash. So your energetic field, and at 22 minutes and 2 seconds, your energetic field is going to be impacted. So be mindful before you sign on to anything. Stop, look, listen first. Do. That's the way to play it in every season and any season to be true. Sun card, illumination. Second time to sun card. They're like, I'm hearing your song. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, stop, look, listen. It's not just for crossing streets. It's for living. And here we have the star card sitting gently on top. God bless. Aquarius energy. Aquarius is like, listen, I'm about to pull this in. Didn't we talk about how synaptic aqua energy feels to me? When I feel the aqua in somebody, because I can feel the energies in them. So if I'm friends with Cherry's like, oh yeah, I'm a Sunshine Gemini. I'm like, that's all right. I feel aqua energies though. And then we look at her chart and she's got like 5 placements. I knew you had aqua placements. Guess what? There's a part of Cherry that I can feel. Her energy reaches up into the cosmos, pulls down these innovative energies, these new ideas, these whatever. And I always feel it being received onto Earth by Capricorn. And then, you know, the institutions and the fathers and the authorities, and hopefully trickle down in a good way, right? It's like, yeah, we bring this innovation in, but we don't know what people are going to do with it. Are they going to shoot themselves with it? Or are they just going to use these guns to, you know, protect the village? Or, right? That's not Aqua's job. Aqua's job is to pull in. So look at the 8 of Wands here, depicted by this guy with the bow and arrow. He's like, listen, I'm gonna, and the star card is Aqua energy, right? He's like, I'm gonna shoot this arrow. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in. Be ready, because when it comes in, we need to make good decisions. No impulsive actions. No knee-jerk reactions. If you haven't watched the Moon and Cap energy reading that I just did, go ahead and look at that. Okay, go ahead and look at that, because it kind of turned into a little bit of a lesson about energy and all of that. So God is good. So think about this as part 2. So Spirit is saying, yeah, as you move forward, be mindful. Okay. Oh, why is this? Oh, okay. But maybe they're like, and you too. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I've been carded. That's sad when the guys give it straight to you in the middle of the reading. You put me on blast like that, you know, on Front Street, as we say. But listen, that's fine. I'm here for it. I don't get embarrassed about these things. Why? Because I want this. I'm here for it. I'm here to be aligned. I need to, I'm aware that I have certain feelings about things, but I'm also aware that I want to reach my goal. And my goal is transformation. That's it. So thank you. So we have to be mindful as we're moving forward, because times change, energy moves, and warnings. These are warnings. The fact that they even dropped the W word in this reading, and I don't mean Williams, I mean warning. The fact that they said warnings have been given, that tells me they've been talking to some of you and me. Clearly, I just got carded in the middle, and if anyone saw that, yeah. And so they're trying to get people, on a serious note, they're trying to get people to be mindful. Oh my God, Buddhic stuff coming in again. We're talking about impermanence. We're talking about mindfulness. We're talking about healing the distortions within. Wow, thank you, Buddha. God is good, right? So please, 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 guys, in any season of your life, but here we are in Aries season, energies are going to be rushing the field, so to speak. And so if these energies hit within you when you have certain distortions, basically shadow energies, ego spots, things like that, you have to watch the knee-jerk reactions. The knee-jerk reactions need to be watched. Take it in, stop, think, stop, look, listen, and pray, and then make an informed decision about how you will move forward. That's what it means to be conscious on this planet, all right? And they are helping us by showing us that things are not permanent. So if the sooner that I, because I'm going to call me out, the sooner that I and the sooner that you guys can get that into your heart and mind and really trickle it in like medicine every day. Start to appreciate the impermanence around you, the beautiful flowers that are beautiful, but even they must transition to where they need to be, right? Cherry is so sweet, but one day maybe she might fall and break, and that was where her path lay, right? We have to be okay with this. We have to be aware of this, because if we're not, we're setting ourselves up for pain and stagnation, because that leads to not wanting to let go, right? Buddha spoke about non-attachment. Right? See how all these things kind of flow together? Any hoodles, I'm going to stop this reading here, unless, guys, I mean, if you have something else, God bless. We're going to stop this reading. We are going to stop this reading here, these energies here. Thank you so much, guides, for coming through, and thanks, everyone, for listening and attending. Nice talk, good talk. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, or if you'd like to have an energy healing session with me, please do go ahead and check for my Etsy link, okay? Mwah. Until then, much love and many blessings. Bye.